I've been lying in bed for hours and I just can't sleep. I've got this, just sort of like a separation anxiety. I'm just stressed because my dad, it's just this stress attacking me. And then the other thing that part of it is I just keep imagining each one of my family members and the grief they would be experiencing and how it would be hurting them, and how they, when they're grieving, you just see them in pain and you see them acting odd and all that, and it just makes you so uncomfortable. But it's like, you have to understand them because they're just hurting. We all love Dad so much, and my mum loved her husband so much. I've been listening to music tonight, and a lot of it's sort of been music that's been around, well, obviously been around while Dad was alive, but a lot of it is like that I listened to a lot when I was a younger dude, and when my dad and I were, when you were discovering the world and everything, teenager and stuff, and how Dad was there to make sure you're okay even when you were doing some risk-taking shit or just exploring. And Dad was always there to pick me up from anywhere, or I just knew I could totally rely on the guy. And so all those songs reminded me, the soundtrack that was on the radio and on the television and everything when I was doing stuff with Dad, like, if we were driving or if we went, like my favourite holidays used to be when we used to go down to the south coast of Canberra, like near Ulladulla, or a place called Bawley Point. We go spearfishing and all that, and you just think of the songs that were popular when, at the time when we were driving down in the car to the beach, and then on the radio while we were at the caravan park or the tent ground or whatever, because we used to go camping in a big 6-man tent. It was so good. But yeah, it's funny, I got really exhausted and I fell asleep in the chair when I was trying to watch television, but then I woke up and I just found that like I'm just sort of too antsy to sleep. So I've listened to music for ages and everything, and now I've sort of reached my saturation point with that, and so I don't really know what I'm going to do to soothe and whatever now, but I guess this is just part of the journey, what you've got to go through when you lose someone like that.